Welcome, Susan. I'm so happy to have you host you on the IWDC Spotlight. And we have with us Susan from Kenya, and she is the sectorial head of Women in Agriculture. And before we begin, I would like to share that it's her birthday today,
Oh,
and
wow. Happy
and
birthday.
Thank
yeah,
you so
and
much.
on behalf of the IWDC family, we are going to play a song for you just to celebrate your
Yeah.
birthday before we start.
Okay. Susan, tanyamaza kidogo kidogo tu dakika.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Susan. And thank you so much, Rani ma'am, for playing this beautiful tune. And
You're
ma'am,
welcome.
can't see you. Yeah, there you are.
Yes, ma'am. Ah,
Great.
I
So,
hope
how was
it's
your
light
day so
enough.
far?
I'm trying to look for light.
Yeah,
Okay.
I wanted to remind you, but
The day
anyway.
was nice for me. I decided to yes,
Okay.
I decided to have a quiet day at home with my grandchildren. I'm visiting at my son's house. So it happened that I visited when it's about my birthday. So I got time to celebrate my birthday with my family, my sons, and my son's children.
Very nice.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And I know I really appreciate, like, these are the days, these are the moments we want to reflect and be with our the greatest support system we have, our family, and just being there with them, spending that time is the most precious and valuable moments that we can always cherish. So to
So
get
true.
started, Rani ma'am, would you like to start the conversation today with the
Yeah,
question
sure.
that, yeah.
So, welcome again, Susan. Maybe as a start, what you can do is like help us understand better a little bit more about yourself and also for the audience to get to know you of how what inspired you to start this journey into agriculture and women's empowerment.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mam Rani and Mam
You're welcome.
Ranjini. Um, uh, my name, I should say, my name is Susan Wausi Yego, and I am passionate about agriculture, community development, and empowering women to realize their full potential. My journey into agriculture began with about 6 years ago when Dr. Mariam and Dr. Tamara began, actually, they launched the IWDC and GWDN, and they were looking for women worldwide who could become, head the sectors in their countries or head the organization in their countries. I don't know how they came to get my name, but I got an email and I responded to it and I accepted. And that is when my journey began to know Dr. Mariam and Dr. Tamara. And that is
Ah,
about 6 years ago. My journey into agriculture grew so. My journey into agriculture began over 40 years ago. And over 40 years ago, and I have been working with the Ministry of Agriculture in Kenya in a senior position as a agricultural officer and engineer at the same time. So they recognize my ability and potential in agriculture. My journey began there with witnessing how farming sustains families and transforms communities. Growing up, I saw firsthand the resilience of women who worked tirelessly to feed their families despite limited resources. Those experiences inspired me to dedicate my life, my career, my everything to creating opportunities for women to thrive through agriculture. So I came to know about IWDC because I was initially in GW network, and that is
Uh-huh.
when I was given the responsibility, Dr. Tamara, to source for women and also to give a testimonial about my work in the Ministry of Agriculture. And also, I was given, together with other members or country representatives for GWDN and IWDC, were given about 6 months to be able to prove ourselves that we are able to become heads of our countries in those two sectors, that is, in those two organizations, and that we were given that like a responsibility to go down to the grassroots, identify women groups, go down there and be able to do projects on our own, funding them using our own abilities, resources, and also to be able to write after that, we were able to write an agreement with GWDN and IWDC to be accepted to become leaders of those two organizations in Kenya. Susie,
Mm,
Wonderful, wonderful.
Susie.
This is so beautiful and
Yes,
inspiring
Susie.
journey.
exactly.
Yes. So that is how I came to join IWDC in Kenya.
Wonderful.
Nothing else is okay.
Ma'am Rani, you want to
Yes,
share
is there any other
anything?
question?
Yeah, I'll
Uh,
go ahead with the next question.
Okay.
okay,
Yeah.
yes, please.
So
Susan,
maybe I
ma'am,
could give, yes,
what are
yes,
some of the
yes.
biggest challenges women in agriculture face in Kenya, and how have you worked to overcome them?
Okay, first I'll continue with this. The story behind the sector agriculture is much more than just producing food. Yeah? It is a pathway to economic independence, job creation, and opportunity development. I chose to champion women in agriculture because women play a significant role in food protection and food production, yet they often have limited access to land. This is a
Mm,
big problem all over Africa. That women have a great responsibility in building their nation in food production, yet they are limited to land resources and also financing, technology, and markets, and also infrastructure, because women, after they have harvested their produce, they have to get the produce to the market. The infrastructure might not be good, yet they have to carry their produce to the market. And also transport might not be there or available for them, especially in the rural. So they use
mm,
very primitive ways of transport. Even others put some of those products on their heads, on their back, to take to the market. So those are some of the
mm,
challenges and limitations. The women also invest in their families, they educate their children and strengthen in the entire community. Supporting women in agriculture is therefore an investment in sustainable development. Some of the challenges and resilience women farmers face in Kenya, especially, uh, including limited ownership of land, as I had mentioned, inadequate access to affordable credit, the effects of climate change, and restricted access to modern farming technologies. And these modern farming technologies are restricted to most of these women because most of them live in the rurals. And then profitable markets. Overcoming these challenges requires partnerships and also continuous training, mentorship, and advocacy. I have focused on connecting women with knowledge, building networks, promoting climate smart agriculture practices, and encouraging value addition so that they can increase both productivity and income.
Wonderful.
lovely.
Thank you so
Yeah,
much for sharing. Over to you, Rani ma'am, for the next question.
yeah. So, so Susan, when it comes to leadership, right? You're the IWC, IW culture, And what has this meant for you? And how has it strengthened your mission?
Well, leadership through IWDC and serving as the IWDC sectorial head, not for many years though, because we initially had a sectorial head, and that is Dr. Said Ifkatar. I worked along Dr. Said Ifkatar as the deputy sectorial head for about 2 years. And I assisted him a lot in organizing the sector, sourcing for participants to participate in the IWDC for about 2 years. Dr. Qatar was a very resourceful person. He had a passion for the agriculture department or agriculture sector. And him being a lecturer, I think he's a lecturer in a certain campus in Pakistan, did not have a lot of
Oh,
time. So there's one time he requested me to join in and become to head the sector. But I said, I can't do it on my own. I have to get the appointment from the president for IWDC. So after 2 years is when the president of IWDC called me and requested me to head that department or that sector on behalf of the outgoing sectorial head, Dr. Said Ifkatar. And and as I say, serving as the IWDC sectorial head for women in agriculture is both an honor and responsibility that has been given to me, and a platform also to amplify the voice of women, the voices of women farmers, promote collaboration across countries, and advocate for policies and initiatives that support women in agriculture. Through IWDC, I have been able to connect with inspiring women leaders and also experts in agriculture across many countries in the world who share a common vision of creating opportunities, building resilience, and transforming lives through agriculture. So it has given me a great opportunity to interact and get to know women from different parts of the country, of the world, different parts of the world, right from Africa and Asia, and also Brazil. And like last year, there was we had a lady from Brazil, and there have been challenges also of
yes.
languages, being able to communicate with them, try to also prepare them for to participate in IWDC. But this has been a great opportunity for me to participate and also to work in this great platform. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. Very
Yeah,
happy to
thank you.
learn more about the journey because I'm new to IWDC. I'm not just a 2 year old, so no, I could hear what you did 5 years back. So that's so beautiful. So moving on, Susan, I want to know, can you share a memorable story of a woman or a community whose life has been transformed through agriculture?
Thank you, ma'am. I do have quite a lot to speak about this, but I'll just summarize a little bit of it and say some of the stories or impact of the most rewarding experiences have been seeing women who started with small scale farming grow into successful agribusiness entrepreneurs. For example, I have a life story of women who I trained as from value chain. Value chain is right from growing of crops, certain types of crops, up to harvesting, and then value addition, processing, labeling and branding, and then taking the products to the supermarket or to the store to sell.
Wow.
So this is, I've been working with small groups, small farmer groups, women groups, training them on how to grow. Example, let me give one crop like peanuts, and they would grow the right type of peanuts for processing peanut butter. And I would show them how to grow that agronomically, the spacing and what type of fertilizers to use, and up to harvesting. Then after harvesting, I'd also be able to show them or train them on how to treat the crop well, and also sorting and grading and drying. Then after that, roasting, after roasting, grinding. And at a certain point, my son, one of my youngest son, had just come from China and was very, very resourceful to this community that I was working in before about 5 years ago. And he's an aeronautic engineer, and he was
Mm.
able to fabricate for the women or the women group peanut processing machine that is able to grind the peanuts, the dry roasted peanuts, into peanut butter. And so
Wow.
he
Amazing.
fabricated, he gave an opportunity to fabricate a machine for them. His name is Joseph Kipkorer. And Joseph was able to fabricate a peanut processing machine. And after that, I
Mm.
also came in again, and we went in and bought these jars, plastic jars, to be able to package the roasted peanuts, peanut butter. We have crunchy and we have a smooth type of peanut butter, and be able to sell to the supermarket, and they'll get a check after every 1 week to deposit into their bank. And also, I
Wow.
went through the value addition, showing them how to package, how to label,
True.
give them the branding name, and also licensing. These are some of the impact stories, real stories that I have gone through in the field for quite a number of years when I was working with agriculture in Kenya. And I took up after retirement, that is, after working in Kenya for 40 years, I have retired. I yet have a passion, a greater passion, because I'm not working under any supervision. I am the boss, and I choose the time where to go and when to go, and I'm answerable to my own. So I don't have any boss right now. I am my own boss, and I'm able to work so well with women in my local community. And I would like to
Wow.
say one more thing before I
Mm.
end this session. There's also about passion fruit. I won't mention that because it's all about value chain, right from growing to processing and getting the product on the supermarket. I remember working with a group of women who embraced improved farming methods and diversified their production. Over time, they increased their yields, improved household incomes, and were able to educate their children and invest in their communities. Watching their confidence grow alongside their business has been one of the greatest rewards of my work. And I'm
Mm.
really having a lot to say. But I would like to say that it's just all about passion. When you have passion for something, you just go in and do it. And when you go and you find that people are improving their lives, and the standard of living is improved, and though you don't get any salaries by doing that, but you get back home with that satisfaction that you have upgraded your local community. I feel I have upgraded my local community, and alongside, I
Absolutely.
pray that one day I'll get partnership, people who can come in and see my work and be able to maybe help here and there. But I like to go on this way because many people also rely on me. When they need help, they call me. But with this kind of work, I'm also looking forward to technologies, technology that use mobile phones. Like example,
Mm.
when they have their mobile phones, most of these farmers, and um, they have issues with plant diseases, just use their app, the agriculture app, that's able to diagnose that disease, get them to know which type of medicines or which type of chemicals to use, and they don't have to rely on me all the time. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Susie,
Wonderful.
tena, John Mfungulie.
That brings to a reminder, Rani, like yesterday as we were speaking, passion brings all these women together in IWDC, and we have a strong conviction towards why we are here and what we are doing, and
So
that
true.
is one power we have in IWDC. And definitely your voice is now heard globally through this conversation and as we are speaking. Moving on, Rani ma'am, I want you to take the next question.
Sure. Thanks, Ranjini. So actually, um, she had touched a little bit about technology and mobile phone, and that was actually my question now. It's about, currently we have technology and climate change both hand in hand, and how you see the agriculture sector evolving, and what opportunities do you see for women to lead in sustainable and innovative farming?
Okay, I'm trying to fix something here. Just a minute.
Sure.
Okay, my phone. Right, let me try my best to see that I'm going to do this in the next 2 minutes before I change the site. Okay, women and message to the young women. Well, globally,
Yeah,
I would
like
also say
how
something
you
here before I
see.
go into this, that I am also partnering with, yes,
Susan,
yeah,
Rani will repeat
yes,
the
ma'am.
question. Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
Rani
Let
will
me
repeat
repeat
the
the
question.
question. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
on what involving and what for women in sustainable and innovative farming.
Ma'am, you could hear the question from Rani?
Yes, 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 yes. Okay. My advice to the young women, uh, especially, and also the youth, was is very simple. Agriculture is full of opportunities, a lot of opportunities, and it is no longer limited to traditional farming any longer because technology has improved not locally in Kenya but across the globe. And today, agriculture includes technology, agribusiness research, food processing, logistics, marketing, and innovation. And we do not allow stereotypes to define our future. And we have to invest in learning, seek mentors, embrace innovation, and believe in our ability to succeed. Agriculture offers limitless opportunities to everyone, and especially the women, the young women, and the youths, for those who are willing to learn, work hard, and innovate.
Wonderful. Thank
Thank
you so
you.
much, Susan ma'am, for sharing. And our next question is on behalf of Mariam ma'am. Like, do you have any recommendations for IWDC? You know how we are doing things, if at all, anything you want to share as a sectorial head, your recommendations for the conference or for the sector. Please go ahead and share.
My recommendation to, especially to the founders of IWDC, I would like to mention that many a times we lose participants for every year. We don't get the same participants participating because most of them come in
Mhm.
to with the thought that once they have participated, they have given out all that resources, or they have sat down long hours to prepare their speech, and then they expect a lot also from IWDC. It's an international movement, international network, international organization. Call it anything, but because this is what brings us together as women. And many times we are IWDC as leaders, we are mistaken or misunderstood. They would ask for maybe some airtime or bundles or internet or monies after that, and they many a times will be misunderstood, and it has brought us at loggerheads at times with Miriam, because they would ask, after this, what do we gain, what do we get after this? So many a times I have to sit down and explain to them in the beginning before they get started, and many years we get new
Mhm.
participants because of that. Because these people, when they come in IWDC, I recommend that we let them know from the beginning that we don't pay anything, and that they have to give the experience of agriculture from their local communities in every country and be able to participate, to show us because this is a learning platform where everyone from any country is coming in to learn new ways of farming in different countries. So they have to come out and give us what they can offer. And I would try to recommend that in future, if we can maintain those people or those participants every year, it would build a stronger IWDC. Over the next 5 years that I have worked, I envision the IWDC Women Agriculture sector becoming a global platform that equips women with practical skills, expands access to markets and finance, promoting innovation and building strong international partnerships. I also hope that I recommend that to see more women leading agribusiness, influencing agricultural policy
Mhm.
that favor women, and adopting sustainable farming practices, and also contributing significantly to food security and economic development across the world. Thank you.
Wonderful.
Well
Thank you so
said.
much
Yeah.
for these
Thank you.
recommendations, ma'am. And we will, take it to the, the team that is leading the next upcoming conference, and we will use these pointers to enhance the experience of both participants as well as the audience, and continue to impact that you are envisioning for your country, your community, as well as with IWDC at a global level. Over to you, Rani ma'am, for the final question, and we are good to let Susan go and enjoy her birthday evening with her family.
True, true, true. So
Yes,
sorry to hold you.
Yeah.
I have a
So
very
my
big
final
cake to cut.
question, our final
Yes.
question, yeah, is actually what message would you like to leave for women around the globe who are listening or watching what you're saying today?
Thank you. To every woman
It's a
listening
birthday
today,
message at the same time.
okay. To every woman listening today, and even men listening today, I want to remind you that your potential is limitless. Never underestimate the impact of your knowledge, your ideas, of your determination. Agriculture has the power to transform lives, strengthen communities, and create lasting prosperity. Let us continue to support one another, embrace innovation, and work together to build a future where women are recognized as leaders, innovators, and change makers. Together, we can cultivate not only food, but also hope, opportunity, um, and a better future for generations to come. Thank you for having me on IWDC Spotlight. It has been a privilege to share my journey and vision, and I look forward to seeing more women rise, lead, and transform the world through agriculture. Thank you.
Wow. What a beautiful birthday gift that you have given us, with this message, and so empowered.
Truly beautiful.
Yeah, and it was great to see. No, we get a very short time in the conference to hear you, but to the spotlight is created so that we can see the person behind, the name and the effort that you have put in for so many years, so many years. So that's all from me. Susan, have a great evening. And over to you, Madam Rani, for the wrap up. You have to say anything.
Sure. Sure. Thanks so much, Ranjini, again for the opportunity to co-host with you. And Susan, thank you for sharing. We learned so much from you. We'll also help to pass the word around here in Malaysia. I'm sure Ranjini will do the rest because she speaks to so many people from everywhere.
Yeah.
So you've got extra voice there as well. So thank you again. Happy birthday. Have a great year ahead. Thank you all.
Yeah, and we look forward to see you,
Thank
your
you.
community, your
Thank
sector
you.
next year for the conference. Take care. Bye for now. Good night.